Algiers, Oran, Constantine. It's Algeria. But from 1830 to 1962, the territory was considered one of the most important French colonies, even an integral part of France. For years, European colonists enjoyed a monopoly over state functions, businesses, and arable land. Situated in the north of Africa, a mere 2-day journey from Marseille, Algeria attracted numerous tourists, from religious pilgrims to militant suffragettes. They came in droves, especially in the second half of the 19th century. Thousands of bourgeoisie taking advantage of their disposable incomes to visit a new, exotic setting. Much has been said about French experiences in Algeria, but little on French women in particular, who often expressed camaraderie between themselves and their indigenous sisters. This project looks at the travel memoirs of 3 French women who visited Algeria between 1869 and 1900. What did they see in Algeria? And how did they interpret and then retell their experiences to the French public? One woman, utilizing the pseudonym Marie Noël, documented her visit to the Algerian pilgrimage site of Abell in 1869. The beautiful Roman ruins of Abell, which you can still visit today, are famous as the site where St. Augustine once lived and preached. Noël, notably, went against the picturesque image of Algeria prominent in most French memoirs of the country by arguing that Algeria could become the beautiful exotic locale that the French imagined it to be, by saving the pure hearts of Algerians from the unhealthy influence of Islam. According to Noël, her gender afforded her the opportunity to see beyond the false facade of exotic Algeria, to see the true potential of their native people. Another woman, who used the pseudonym Abell, traveled to Algeria in 1881 with several other wealthy French and British women. For Gaëlle, travel provided an escape from her socially restrictive and segregated upper-class lifestyle in Paris. In Algeria, Gaëlle saw an intimate view into the lives of Algerians and into the lives of normally veiled women, hidden from the male gaze in their female-only spaces of harems and hammams. In this way, by escaping France for the exotic backdrop of Algeria, Gaëlle found herself in a situation in which she, ironically, profited from normative gender roles and segregation. Hubertine Auclair, by far the most well-known of the 3 women studied for this project, published a travel memoir in 1900. A radical feminist who demanded full political rights for all French women, Auclair's memoir reflects her suffragette views in several peculiar ways. While Auclair hints in her memoir that Algerian women are as worthy as French women to receive the vote, her otherwise imperialist mentality of Algerian society cements her argument that once French women received the vote and could finally offer a much-needed female perspective on domestic and colonial affairs, their Algerian sisters would eventually receive the vote as well. In this way, Auclair presented herself not only as a French female voice, but as the voice of all Algerian women, past and present. This project speaks to how Marie Noël, Gaëlle, and Hubertine Auclair viewed, experienced, and interpreted Algeria. It looks at the conflicting testimonies and tensions present in these women's travel memoirs in an effort to better understand what sets them apart, their various motivations for traveling to Algeria. This project works to recuperate the experiences of French women travelers while also highlighting the varied representations of Algerian women in their texts. By focusing more specifically on their personal relationships with Algerian women, this project examines the sentiments of female camaraderie between East and West, French and Algerian, colonized and colonizer.